Hi everyone, it's Ann. Today we're going to take a look at another newly released deck. It's been out about 30 days, so it's still considered new. It's actually exactly 30 days. According to Amazon, it was released August 11th, 2023. And I'm recording this video today on Monday, September 11th, 2023. So exactly 30 days, give or take, depending on if the date on Amazon is accurate or not. It's called Tarot for the Great Outdoors, 78 card deck and guide by Joe Gordon. Illustrations by Sharisse Steber, or Steber. Steber. It's in a two-part hard case box. And there is thumb hole cut out, hard case. There's a few pictures in the back. The publisher is Skipstone. But according to the Amazon website, it says Mountaineers Books. So I don't know if Skipstone is a division of Mountaineers Book or another name or an affiliate. But anyway, hard case, pretty sturdy book, pretty sturdy box. There's the side, very pretty, very pretty. It does come with a guidebook. Great Outdoors. Now the reason it's called the Great Outdoors is it depicts the different parks across the country, and it's beautiful. So I just happened to see it, and we'll take a look at the guidebook more after we look at the cards. Inside cover is just plain white, and then the cards are underneath, and it's just plain white inside. But the sides are pretty with the natural forests, mountains looking. All right, so here are the backs. Pretty neat backs. Mushrooms, dragonfly, mountains, ferns, flowers, and it looks like they are reversible. Cards are not gilded, and it is matte, papery, very, very, very thin. So on a thinner side, comparing it to a plaid back tarot card, is about the same size. Pretty much same size as the tarot, traditional tarot with plaid back. And as you can see, for the most part, it is borderless, with one border at the bottom where it lists the number and then the title. And if you look closely, it'll say the name of the park, the national park. So for this one, Great Smoky Mountains National Park. All right, so it's basically all the parks, and I'm assuming across the country, and maybe across the world, but for sure, definitely across the country. And the country, I mean United States of America, since I'm located in the United States. So starting out, we have card 0, the Fool. So beautiful fall landscape behind her, it looks like. And it's traditional, it's a female instead of the traditional male. There is no dog, but she does have a hiking stick, it appears, and she's about to take a step off a cliff. So a leap of faith. Next we have the Magician, and that is Waimea Canyon State Park. Apologies if I pronounced that incorrectly. So she is manifesting, but it looks like she's also stepping. So I don't know if that depicts the Magician really well, but it's very pretty scenic view. So obviously the first 3 cards already, you can see it's not traditional Rider-Waite system, because it's the Great Outdoors, and it's just showing the different scenic state park. But I was hoping that it will have some kind of meaning. So here we have the High Priestess, and the park is Glacier Bay National Park and Preserve. So I guess it's sort of, because there's the black and white, it's supposed to represent the black and white column, and she's trusting her intuition as she navigates the water. There is the moon. So I guess they do try to put some of the symbols from the traditional tarot in there, but again, it's not 100% Rider-Waite-Smith. So we have the Empress, and this is Olympic National Park, and it looks like she is pregnant and she is sitting on the ground in nature. So that makes sense as far as the Empress. So instead of her shield, there's a backpack right by her side. And then we have the Emperor. Yosemite National Park. No king sitting, but there is a face of a king here in the mountain, or etched on the side of the mountain. That's a nice emperor looking card. Represents the strength, right? The strength, sturdiness, stability. The Hierophant, and this is the Redwood National and State Park. And we have the Lovers at Niagara Falls State Park. How beautiful is that? Beautiful Lovers card from Niagara Falls. Nice. Then we have the Chariot. This is Denali National Park and Preserve. So this is the closest to the Rider-Waite-Smith I have seen. We have the Chariot forward movement, and we have black wolf and a white wolf. So when we have 4 instead of the traditional 2, the Chariot, and it's a sleigh instead of a carriage. Then we have Strength. And this is Grand Teton National Park. And then the Hermit. Beautiful. Moose, Aurora Borealis, Voyagers National Park. Look how beautiful that scene is. That is awesome. Then we have Wheel of Fortune, Yellowstone National Park, Justice, Big Bend National Park. I'm going to speed it up a little here. The Hangman. Oh, he looks comfortable in his hammock. Cuyahoga Valley National Park. Sorry if I totally butchered that. My apologies. I don't know how to pronounce that. And then we have Death Valley National Park. Nice desert scene with the mountains background. Very colorful desert flowers. Temperance, Zion National Park, the Devil, Carlsbad Caverns National Park. You know, I had a friend that worked for the national park. They would probably really enjoy this deck, although they're not into tarot. It was a friend from my Argentine tango dancing day. But they work for the national parks and travel all across the country and the world to the different parks. So we have the Tower, Castleton Tower. Look at that. The Star, Joshua Tree National Park. Ooh, this is beautiful. Very nice. The Moon. Craters of the Moon National Monument and Preserve. This looks like a traditional moon card. Although it doesn't have water. Or, well, it does have a little bit. Doesn't have the column. The Sun. Acadia National Park. These are gorgeous scenes. Judgment. Grand Canyon National Park. Look at that. Whitewood water rafting. The Whirl. Glacier National Park. So this completes the major arcana. Now moving on to the minor arcana, starting with the suits of vessels, which is equivalent to the suit of cups. So we have Ace of Vessels, which is traditionally Ace of Cups. I'm going to move it along quickly because I was taking my time reading all the name of the national part. 2 of Vessels. So the minor seems to fit more with the traditional tarot. 3 of Vessels, coming together, celebration, friendship, getting together. 4 of Vessels. So that's 4 of Cups, 5 of Vessels. Wow, look at that snake trying to get at the bird's eggs. Now 5 of Cups traditionally is sorrow, regrets. So I guess the bird is regretting leaving her eggs, but it seems more like a fight or a protection, more like a 7 of Wands type of energy than the 5 of Cups, because usually that's remorse, sorrow. The bird does not look like he's in remorse. He looks like he's fending off and attacking, protecting. All right, 6 of Vessels is 6 of Cups traditionally. So there's 2 of these. Are they connecting? But then there's the lady. 7 of Cups, 7 of Vessels. Traditionally, that's confusion. Well, there's a lot of activities going on here. 8 of Vessels. 9 of Vessels. 10 of Vessels. So we do have our rainbow here with our family, happy family, relaxing in the water. Page of Vessels. Knight of Vessels. Queen of Vessels. And King of Vessels. Wow. Next suit is of Sticks, which is equivalent to the traditional wands or rods. We have Ace of Sticks. 2 of Sticks, a fork in a road, 2 paths, deciding which paths to take with their map and compass. 3 of Sticks, very pretty scenery, look at that. 4 of Sticks, 4 of Wands. Now this 4 of Wands is interesting because it's usually a celebration with a couple getting married or, you know, happy times, but there's no 4 rods. There's a lot of trees. So it's definitely not traditional 4 of Sticks, 4 of Wands, but it'll change a reading if you read intuitively. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is usually conflicts, fight, competition. In this case, there's only one cyclist. So is he going on a rough path? He's fighting with nature, fighting the rocks, fighting to get through. I don't know, different interpretation. Just very different, not traditional Rider-Waite-Smith for sure. 6 of Sticks, 6 of Wands. That's normally victory, but they're walking in the rain. Perhaps they're victorious because they're still hiking despite the rain and making it to their destination. I don't know, I'm just coming up with storylines here. 7 of Sticks. Okay, this is traditional. This makes sense. He's defending his space there. 8 of Sticks. 8 of Wands, usually something quick, fast. Maybe that tree fell down quickly. 9 of Wands. All right. 10 of Wands, 10 of Sticks. Usually it's heavy burden, but they don't look like they're really burdened. They're sitting around in a campfire, enjoying the campfire, singing with guitar and music. Page of Sticks. Beautiful scenery. Knight of Sticks. Queen of Sticks. And King of Sticks. Next suit is of Stones, which is traditionally pentacles or coins. We have Ace of Stones, 2 of Stones, 3 of Stones, 4 of Stones, 5 of Stones, 6 of Stones, 7 of Stones, 8 of Stones, 9 of Stones, 10 of Stones, Page of Stones, Knight of Stones, Queen of Stones, and King of Stones. Next is the suit of blades, which is traditionally swords. We have Ace of Swords, pocket knife here, Two of Blades. Now, Two of Swords is traditionally a woman holding two swords, blindfolded, conflicted, can't make a decision. Oh, so is she afraid to make a decision to go ice skating on the ice? She's hesitant. Three of Swords traditionally is heartbreak, broken heart, but they look like they're having a happy time skiing. So the interpretation on these in this deck is definitely does not follow traditional Rider-Waite meaning. But if you read intuitively, you can just make the best of it based on your reading and the scenery. But if you're one of those that it's gonna get annoyed because it doesn't fit with the traditional Rider-Waite system, you may want to skip this deck. But I think the sceneries are very pretty. It's nice to add to your collection just for the scenery. Four of Blades. So traditionally Four of Swords is resting. So I guess they're resting from skiing, taking a break from skiing. They have their skis up here. Five of Blades. Traditionally Five of Swords, defeat, fighting. But they're cleaning up. Six of Blades. Now the guidebook does explain some stuff, by the way. So if these illustration doesn't make sense to you, we will look at the guidebook, because I did notice it does explain it. Seven of Blades. Eight of Blades. Traditionally, Eight of Swords is a woman tied up. But these are three people working together. Nine of Blades. 10 of Blades, Page of Blades, Knight of Blades, Queen of Blades. Wow, she's flying through the air. King of Blades, look at that. And then they offer you 3 additional cards. We have the cards that explains the equivalent. Vessels is traditionally cups, sticks traditionally fire, rods, wands. Stones is traditionally pentacles, and blades is traditionally swords. Pretty common sense there, but they have that here for you for the people that are maybe new to tarot and may not know that right off the bat. Then we have minor arcana number card keywords, and then minor arcana court card keywords. So this is helpful. Cheat sheet. Celtic cross spread. So very nice. 3 additional cards for new beginners in tarot. All right, so let's take a look at the guidebook. It's just paper, staple. Welcome, outdoor lovers. Whether you are a seasoned card reader or a curious newbie, I invite you to join me on a journey through one of the world's most beloved forms of divination and personal growth. Contrary to what you might think, tarot decks have moved well beyond the cliche of being found only inside fortune tellers' dark tent. Nowadays, many people use them for fun and connection, redefining a centuries-old game for today's nature-loving audience. Tarot for the Great Outdoors is an adventurous path to self-exploration, as well as an invitation to tell meaningful stories portraying scenes and experiences from the natural world and outdoor recreation. These cards were made for outdoor enthusiasts, which means all kinds of people who like to do things outside. This deck will delight experienced readers, though it was created with total beginners in mind. It's really quite easy, intuitive, as you'll see. Now go tarot in the woods. Why tarot for the great outdoors? Spending time outdoors is a favorite for many of us. When we get the chance, we hit the beach, road trip to national parks, or hike in the mountains to get away from it all. Some go to relax, some go for adventure, and some do both. We're often at our best when we're outside. There's so much to be gained from time spent in nature. In this deck, you'll see people doing activities that you may already know and love, and some new things you might want to try. But remember that to enjoy the great outdoors, you don't have to be an athlete or spend a lot of money. In fact, the only thing you have to do is step out your front door. You might be wondering what a tarot deck for outdoor lovers looks like. Because the major arcana deals with life-changing events and powerful personality archetypes, Those cars are represented by our country's greatest treasures, our national parks and monuments. Each card features an iconic scene from a park. Shall we call them parketypes? Oh, how cute. Sweeping mountain vista, famous rock formations, and beloved bodies of water. Even if you haven't visited these places, you're sure to recognize many of them. This deck may motivate you to add them to your bucket list. The minor arcana features scenes of outdoor pursuits all over the country. They take place in the woods, on water, on remote trails, and in city parks. Wherever you live and however you engage with the outdoors, I hope these cards inspire new ways to experience the natural world. If you pay attention, nature always has something to teach you. Keep in mind that white tarot for the great outdoors. Keep in mind that while tarot for the great outdoors draws inspiration from outside, these cards will also shed light on personal questions and everyday concerns. All right, leave no trace. History of tarot, how the tarot is organized. So just general tarot info, the major arcana, the minor arcana, the suits, stones, blades, how to use your cards, common questions. Should I have a specific question in mind? Do reverse cards matter? Why doesn't this reading make any sense? I don't get it. How do I pick cards? What if I draw a bad card? And then readings, 1 card draw, 3 card draw before, during, and after spread. All right, there's quite a bit of information here. And now spread conclusion. Celtic cross spread. And then it goes in a card. So you get a small black and white picture of the card, and then a write-up, and then keywords. So for the full keywords, beginning, fresh start, spontaneity, and then beware, impulsiveness, recklessness. So they don't have a reverse meaning, but they have a beware meaning, which is similar to the reverse meaning. All right. So it does explain to you what the scene is and where it is and things like that. So if you're in outdoors and you're into national parks, it does tell you. And then for the minor arcana does not have any pictures at all, and it has a lot less writing, just a paragraph. So it doesn't have keywords like the major arcana or a beware section or a picture. It's more like the traditional little white book where you just get a paragraph of each minor card. And it's the page aren't numbered, so I can't tell you how many pages. All right, so that is the guidebook. So I'm excited to use this deck. I'm a little bit disappointed. Cardstock is very thin, you guys. It's hard. I don't think there's even a core. It doesn't feel like it. Look how it bends. That's a shame because it's a beautiful deck. If they improve it and do a second revision with thicker cardstock, that would be so much nicer. This is very thin. It's one of those that it's very thin. So that's one of the reviews I read also. And I'm usually very good at taking care of my cards, but this is very thin cardstock, so you cannot probably can't even barely shuffle because it's kind of thin and chewy. But it is beautiful, so you may only want to use this deck maybe for yourself or special friends, or pull it out once in a while. If you do heavy-duty readings, this may not be the cardstock for you unless you invest in several decks. I don't know if you want to spend the money in several decks, but a lot of us spend, you know, if it's a deck we like, we do tend to buy an extra copy, a spare copy. So if you love it enough, I'm sure you'll find a way to make it work. But I have to say, it's such a shame that the cardstock is so thin for such a beautiful, a deck with such beautiful illustration. But nonetheless, I am happy I bought it, and I'm looking forward to using it. So if you are interested in purchasing the deck, reading more about it, checking it out, as usual, I will put the link in the description underneath the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you again on the next video. Bye!